Hello, my name is Jessica and I am a temporary naturalist at the East Bay Regional Park District. Today, we're not actually at a park, but rather in my own front yard, because today I will be sharing with you one of the many critters you can find in your own neighborhood. We'll be learning all about bees, what they're doing jumping from flower to flower, as well as some common bees you'll find in your own front yard. Now, bees can be found anywhere, whether you do have a backyard or a front yard, you have a porch, a balcony, even on your front steps. If you have a place for flowers at your home, you have a place for bees. Now let's take a closer look at the ones behind me. Bees belong to the order Hymenoptera, which means membrane wings. This order also includes the bees' distant cousins, ants and wasps. A couple of common bees you will see in your neighborhood are the western honeybee and yellow-faced bumblebee. The honeybee is a very familiar face, as humans have used this bee to help with farming throughout history. Honeybees pollinate a great deal of crops for people to eat, such as apples, tomatoes, strawberries, and walnuts, to name a few. They are also the ones responsible for that tasty honey we see in grocery stores. Honey is created from flower nectar that a honeybee has ingested, while in this special honey stomach, enzymes help to change the nectar into honey. When the worker returns to the hive, she will regurgitate the now honey into one of the many cells in the hive. Once the water has evaporated from the honey, a worker will then seal the cell, preserving the honey for future eating. Another common bee is the yellow-faced bumblebee. While the bumblebee is a proficient pollinator, they tend to get their nectar from pollen from wildflowers rather than crops. Thanks to them, as well as many other pollinator species, the various plants that call California their home can reproduce and continue making California a beautiful place. But why is it so important for bees to pollinate? Pollination is the process where pollen from one flower fertilizes another flower to reproduce and make seeds for future plants to grow. This process can be a bit difficult if you can't walk around though, and this is where pollinators come in. As a pollinator reaches into a flower to get tasty nectar, pollen gets on their body. If we take a closer look at our bee friends, we can see they are actually covered in many hairs. As bees are dusted with pollen from one flower, they fly onto the next flower and successfully pollinate. It's a win-win situation. Bees obtain food from flowers, while flowers are able to create seeds. Like I said earlier, if you have flowers, you'll have bees. Some amazing flowers you could add to your home are California poppies, sunflowers, goldenrods, and lavender, just to name a few. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a beautiful day.